Hi, today I'm getting ready for graduation while talking about my high school experience and giving some advice for anyone who's about to go through it or is in it right now. Let's start with my freshman year. I was 14 and COVID was still a big part of my life. From what I remember, I was outgoing and friendly. I loved meeting new people and always had someone around me. But I also used to overshare a lot, and I'd go home at night stressing about everything I said, regretting how open I've been. Eventually, I got close to someone who made me feel like I wasn't good enough. I started changing myself, not because I wanted to grow, but because I thought that if I became better, they'd want to be around me. I felt trapped, like I couldn't show my real self, or they'd leave. And eventually, they did. Around the same time, I developed a crush on a boy, but it wasn't real. I didn't know him. It's really embarrassing to say, but I just made up his ideal version in my head, and none of it was true. Looking back, it taught me something important. You can't build connections based off fantasy. But despite all that, I met some amazing people that year too. People who brought me joy during some really confusing times. That summer, I had my quince, and I'm still really grateful for it. But I also wish I hadn't surrounded myself with so many people I didn't really know. Spending more time with them outside of school made me see who they truly were. And honestly, I didn't like who I became around them either. I was hypocritical. I wasn't my best self. It's a time in my life I wouldn't want to relive, but it taught me a lot. Sophomore year started off really fun. I was carefree, just enjoying school and my friends. But then the boy I liked found out because someone told me. That experience taught me a hard lesson. Sometimes we lose focus on what matters. I wish I had spent more time focusing on my family, school, and the people who genuinely cared about me instead of chasing people who didn't. Junior year felt like a filler episode. Weird. I don't remember much, even though it was just last year. I think that's because I really focused on school. I put effort into my classes, and for the first time, I got straight A's. That moment showed me that doing well isn't about being smart. It's about trying, being consistent, and showing up for yourself. Senior year was a year of real growth. I surrounded myself by people who were ambitious and driven, and it pushed me to level up too. I distanced myself from people who made me feel small, and now I have one close friend that I can truly be myself around. That means more to me than a bigger friend group could ever. I also learned how to be alone. And reading back on my old journals, I realized how scared I used to be of that. I thought being alone meant that I was doing something wrong. But now I see that being alone is peaceful, it's honest, and I'd rather be alone than pretend with the wrong group of people. What I'd like to tell someone going into high school. Number 1, journaling. One of the things that truly helped me throughout high school was journaling. I didn't just write when I was sad. I wrote during good days too. It gave me a safe space to say everything I was afraid to say out loud. Journaling helped me release what I was carrying, process what I didn't understand, and reflect on how far I'd come. It became a form of self-care and honesty, and it saved me more than once. Number 2, GPA. Even if you're not sure yet about college, put effort into your classes. Try your best, because your GPA does matter. Whether it's for college, scholarships, or even job applications, a high GPA can open doors you didn't even realize were there yet. And beyond that, working hard in school builds confidence. Number 3, being alone is okay. Don't keep people around just because they're familiar. If someone makes you feel anxious, judged, or small, it's okay to walk away. I stayed in friendships for years out of fear of being alone, and in the end, that drained me even more. Cutting off people doesn't always have to be dramatic. It can be quiet, respectful, and honest. And what you'll find is that being alone isn't as scary as it seems. Sometimes being alone is where you finally hear your own voice. Number 4, getting a job. One thing I wish I had done earlier was getting a part-time job. I babysat here and there, but I didn't earn enough to really enjoy the money I've saved. Working can teach you responsibility and give you a little bit of freedom, but it's important not to let it take over your life. School should come first. If you can't, try working on weekends or lighter hours and find something local so you can start building connections in your community. Number 5, studying plus school tips. Taking notes throughout the semester for finals is really important because all my 4 years I failed at this, and when finals came up, I was stressing. Doing good on finals doesn't have much effect, but doing bad can really bring your grade down. Like I mentioned before, putting effort in school is really not that hard at all. So turn in every single assignment and study 3 days in advance for a test, and it will help you. Whether it's flashcards or writing notes, find a study routine that works for you. Looking back at these past 4 years, I realized that high school wasn't just about grades or popularity or even big milestones. It was about growing into someone I can be proud of. I made mistakes, I trusted the wrong people, I spent too much overthinking and not enough time just being in the present. But I always learned what it means to stand on my own, to value my own voice, and to take care of my own peace. Throughout high school, I was dealing with anxiety, and this took a really bad toll on my life. I was constantly worried about everything, what people would say, or being scared of making the wrong decision. I would cry so much because this was really affecting my life, and I just wanted to live. And I realized now I wasn't really living. So stop living in fear and start living for you. Most of all, don't be afraid of change. The people you started high school with may not be the same as you finished, and that's okay. What matters is that you learn who you are and you give yourself the love, patience, and forgiveness you deserve. These past years weren't perfect, but they mattered, and I'm walking away from high school not just older, but stronger and more myself than ever. Not just with memories, but with lessons I'll carry for the rest of my life.